Hi guys, that's right guys, it's game week 4. We're going to be doing my first ever prediction for the Premier League. I'm really excited right now. I've genuinely not been this excited for a video in a long time, so I think it should be a really good one. Alright, so first I thought we'd talk about some of the transfer rumours, and you guys know which one I'm talking about. It's CR, it's Ronaldo, the one and only, has joined United. Now, I want to talk about how he's going to be for this week first, and then I'll talk about him as the overall, and what my personal opinion of why they signed him is. So, this week he's not going to affect it even slightly, really, because he's not playing. He's just passed his injury check and his fitness check, so he's going to be flying over here soon with his visa being checked and stuff. So hopefully he should be playing by the 11th of September, according to the manager. I don't know how it's really going to affect the team overall. This week mainly, I think they might have a bit higher spirit than usual, but I don't think it's going to affect them too much. And I think overall, though, it will affect them a lot. So I think it'll be... Cristiano Ronaldo is a great buy, obviously. He'll be great for the team, but more importantly, in my opinion, for the club, he'll be amazing because if you think about it, Ronaldo's worth so much money and he can pay for so much that he's such a good buy because they're going to make so much off tickets and everything. And the way that I think this might affect the team the most, and I've not really heard much people talking about this, is Ronaldo's going to help a lot. Is he going to be the person that gets them the win? I don't personally think so. I don't think he's got the ability to get them the easy Premier League win anymore. I also don't think they're going to win the Premier League. But, however, I do think that the money they get from all this might get them to buy more players, if that makes sense. So they might be able to afford better players. And overall, it could affect the team and make them much better. Injury-wise, I don't think there's really much going on this week. I've heard Firmino's been injured a bit. 75% chance of playing, though. And Calvin something or other. I don't really know. Or I don't think it's going to affect that much. Again, 75% chance of playing. They'll probably both play. Firmino might not, because Jota's been playing a lot. Might rest him just in case, but who really knows? I'm going to base it off that he will play. But I'll take it into consideration that he'll be slightly weak of this week's game week. Okay, so we got all the fixtures. I'll talk about them now. Crystal Palace versus Spurs. Arsenal versus Norwich. Brentford versus Brighton. Leicester City versus Man City. Man United versus Newcastle. Southampton versus West Ham. Wolves versus Watford. Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Leeds versus Liverpool. And Everton versus Burnley. Okay, so let's get into Crystal Palace versus Spurs. For this game, I think Crystal Palace and Spurs will have quite a close... Spurs' past performance so far for this season mainly has been 1-0 games with 1-2-2. Whereas Palace have been getting more goals, but has also been conceding a lot of goals as well. Obviously, Spurs are doing much, much better than Crystal Palace right now. But there's a few ways I think this game could play out. So, could be a 3-2 Crystal Palace win as a shocking performance. But I think, judging off all of this and doing more research since the time of writing, I think that it's going to be a 2-1 to Spurs. I think they're going to secure a 2-1. I do think they're going to secure a 2-1. I think it could be a 2-2. And I don't think we're going to see a 1-1. Just off how they're going so far, it wouldn't make sense. Arsenal versus Norwich City. Arsenal have been terrible this season. On some of the worst performances they've ever had. They're in relegation right now. They're aware. I thought they were going to do better this season. If you watch Premier League predictions, which about December time I'll be updating, I really thought they were going to do better this season than they usually do. But I was definitely wrong, wasn't I? They've done terribly. Norwich have done okay, I guess. But they've had some 2-0 games to them. They've had some pretty good games. They're doing pretty well. Much better than Arsenal. So I think Norwich will have a great match against Arsenal. They'll show off their skill. I think Pukki will get a few goals. So anyone in the fantasy, maybe triple captain him. Probably wouldn't though, because most of my advice is usually wrong. That is why I lose all the leagues. Yeah, he's going to be doing okay. Arsenal, I wouldn't put anyone from their team. I would just delete Arsenal from your fantasy Premier League. They're not going to do well at all, I don't think. Might have a comeback eventually, but probably not. I don't think they're going to get relegated, but it would be so crazy if they did. I kind of want to see it, but at the same time I don't because of the fans. I don't know. It'd be cool if they did get relegated. It'd be crazy. Brentford versus Brighton. I think Brighton will win with just one goal. It'll be a pretty boring game, I think. There won't be that many interesting moments. There won't be cool goals. It will be a tap-in. Well, not really. Pass, into the box. Bang, and it's in. Keeper misses it. I think they'll only get one goal, judging how they've been recently. They seem both like quite boring games. I think there might be first 10 minutes, maybe quite a bit of attention, quite a bit of spice. Spice it in there, yee. Really cool, and then it'll be pretty boring. They'll just get one goal. Be an alright watch, I guess. It'll be quite. I think there'll be a few shots. I think they'll be taking some dangerous shots before half time when the manager goes, alright lads, let's not, we're not good. I'm joking, all Brentford and Brighton fans, I'm sorry, but I do think it's going to be a 1-0 to Brighton. Leicester City versus Man United. Leicester City are winning well this game. They're doing really well. Not this game, sorry. This season. Doing amazing. Man City are doing amazing this season. They've been getting some good wins, especially, and I'm telling the truth, and this is not a lie, City have had 2 games where they've won 5-0. Will they continue it? I don't think so. I think Leicester are a great side, but I don't think they're going to win. I think Leicester's lost 1 game, 1-0, so I have a feeling it's going to be a 3-0 one to City. Man United versus Newcastle. United have been playing fairly decently, but holding 3rd place. With some decent games, 1-5-0 game. Been a crazy season for been a lot of goals, so it's been going well. I hope it continues this game week. Whereas Newcastle have been doing pretty bad. So I think Newcastle, and especially the high-spirited United, because of Ronaldo joining soon, but he won't be in this game. I think it's going to be a 2-0 to United. I think they're going to have 1 goal disallowed, and I'm talking about Newcastle. I think they're going to get not the first goal, but a really good goal, and it's going to be disallowed. So yeah, Southampton versus West Ham's up next. West Ham have done excellent this season, secured 2nd place so far. They had a 4-0 game. Southampton haven't won a single game. They've had a shocking performance. I think West Ham will win 2-0. Be a pretty good game to watch. So let's hope that one's right. Watford versus Wolves. Watford have been doing average, really. They've won 1 game, 3-2. But mainly have been getting draws, to be honest. Whereas Wolves have been doing terribly, losing many games, which usually they're a good team, so I'm a bit disappointed in them. But Wolves usually do better against the smaller teams, so I think it's going to be a draw. Or it'll be a shocking and they'll lose by 4, or Wolves will be shocked and lose by 4 goals. But I have a think it's going to be a 1-1 game. Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Chelsea have been doing very well. They're top 4 right now, and they've been getting some high-score games. And extremely entertaining games. Aston Villa have had 1 win, a draw, and a loss. So I think Chelsea will beat them, but only just beat them with 2 goals in the 80th minutes. Leeds versus Liverpool. Oh, this one's going to be a spicy one. JK, Leeds haven't won a game yet. 2 losses and 1 draw. They have been doing bad. Whereas Liverpool in 5th place have had 2 wins, 1 draw. Decent games. I think they're going to win 3-0 and it's going to be a great one. I think they're going to have a goal in the 6th minute by Mane, which is going to be assisted by Salah, but it's going to be disallowed, and that'll be a shock. But I don't know, it probably won't happen, I don't really know. Everton versus Burnley. Everton have been doing pretty well. I've had games with lots of goals in them. Burnley have not been doing as well, so I think it's going to be a 2-2 though. A challenging game for Everton, actually. So, we're going to go over each team and just say the score that's going to be. Crystal Palace versus Spurs, 2-2. Arsenal versus Norwich, a 1-0 to Norwich. Sorry. Restart, 3-2-1. Arsenal versus Norwich. I think it's going to be a 2-0 to Norwich. Brentford versus Brighton. I think Brighton will get a 1-0 lead over Brentford. Leicester City versus Man City. I think City will get a 3-0 win. Man United versus Newcastle. I think it's going to be 2-0 to United. Southampton versus West Ham. think West Ham will win 2-0. Watford versus Wolves, I think it's going to be a 1-1. Or 4-0 to Watford. I'm going to go with 1-1 though. Chelsea versus Aston Villa, I think it's going to be Chelsea with 2-0 in the 80th minute. Leeds versus Liverpool, I'm going to go for 3-0 to Liverpool, with 1 goal disallowed at the 6th minute. Everton versus Burnley, 2-2. Not that good of a game. Be really challenging for Everton though, and there will be a lot of attacks going on. Okay, so that was the video, guys. A lot of these predictions aren't going to be right. My Liverpool one is biased, but at the same time I did put a lot of effort into researching it and trying not to be biased. Every week I'm hoping it gets better and better, and I'm hoping to keep updating you guys with who I think is going to win. And I just wanted to say, guys, I know I've not been doing the best recently, but I've had a lot of inspiration for this week, so I'm going to put in a lot more effort. There's going to be less, and I'm going to put a lot more time into this channel because I really believe in it. I'm going to try and get a few videos ahead, and then I'm going to put in just the works on some videos. So this week's going to have some great videos coming up, including my Spider-Man video. Might do reactions to the Jake Paul fight. And I've just got a lot planned for this week, including, but not this, I might not be this week, but I've got the KSI Dulex album reaction. And I've also got a reaction to the normal album on that because it's on there. So, you know. Other than that, I've got some quite cool stuff coming up. I want to do a movie react, a TV show react, but a lot of these things are going to be extreme struggles on mobile. I'm going to react to Drama Alert if it comes out. Maybe I'll react to Mum's Basement if you guys want me to. Maybe, because I'm pretty sure Tanner Mongoose is coming on soon. I know it's not a real name. So maybe I'll do a reaction to that singular, and then my opinion on all 3 of the controversial ones, really. Gabby Hanna, Trisha Paytas, and Tana Mojo, I think it is. I think she's coming on. Apart from that, tell me if there's any videos you want me to react to. Comment your opinions down below, good or bad. And just going to put in a lot of effort. I'm going to try and improve my main channel. Got some good videos planned for that. So why don't you guys just like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, I would appreciate 1 sub. You watch it, you watch the next one, then you can just unsubscribe. And then that's fine if you don't enjoy the next one, but just give me a shot at least, maybe. Up to you, probably don't. Oh, I'm also going to be doing a Free Guy movie review. But that'll be second channel because it's not going to be a full reaction because I'm not legally streaming Free Guy. Because I won't show the cinema because I support cinemas. Okay, guys. I know I've ranted on a bit, yeah. But goodbye. Restart in 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys. I'm sorry. I know I ranted on a bit there. And I shouldn't have. But goodbye. I hope you enjoy it. Liverpool for the win. I don't know. Goodbye. I'm going to need to redo my thing considering I had Arsenal like 8th.